Good morning. My camera's wiggling just a little, but that's okay. So, I should say good morning again, friends. It's Nancy, and today we're starting a new journal. Well, I'm starting a new journal. Maybe you are too. And I thought I'd take you from the very, very beginnings and show you how it is that I create my journals out of books. So I found this book, I don't even know where. I want to say it was at the bins, the Goodwill bins. So I would have paid 75 cents a pound. I'm not sure how much this would have been. And it was 1926. And it was a discard from the London Public Library. But it was also signed David D. No. I don't know. Lawwood? I have no idea. But Quebec, 1929. So, I've saved some of the pages. I'm going to use them as pages. I've given this a little bit of a clean, and I just want to point out the spine. Look how glossy that is, and that's from being held in hands, right? And it has a little old label here that has like the Dewey Decimal number on it, and it's on there pretty good. So I'm going to try to leave it. I hope it doesn't flake off anymore. I think it's really neat. There's a little bit of wear here, so I'm going to just give this a little bit of Mod Podge just to kind of hold it together. I've already gutted the book and cleaned up the sides of where it was gutted, and I will be reinforcing this. Maybe I'll reinforce it right now while we're thinking about it. So I've got this masking tape, and it is just about 2 inches, just about 5 centimeters. And I know from here to here is 194 millimeters. So I can honestly tell you that most of these techniques are not mine. They are absolutely Nik the Booksmith. And I was looking the other day to make sure that I wasn't stealing her classes. Because she does have classes on Teachables, which are excellent. And I would highly recommend the Victorian Ladies Handbook and the Scholar's Ledger. It's all in one class. Sorry, I'm just going to turn this around so I can see better. So if you've got, you can watch it anytime. You can go back and re-watch it. It's really quite awesome. So I'm looking for... right about there. But anyway, as I was saying, now I've lost it. Shoot, I should have marked it with a pencil. I was looking to make sure that I wasn't stealing anything from her Teachables class, and I see that she had a video about a year ago about how to do how to repurpose an old book for junk journaling. Mine is definitely slightly different than hers, but some of the techniques are the same. So take a look at hers and, adapt what works for you. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this in the center. So it's Sunday morning. I'm still on my first cup of coffee, but I've got all my vitamins down. just going to gently press this in here. This is a paintbrush. I just grabbed it. I am feeling better. My cold's starting to subside. However, it did ruin my weekend plans. Oh my goodness, I can't get this open. Come on, Nancy, you can do it. You're tough. Nothing like hang on, I'm gonna have to. Alright, I've got my Mod Podge open now. I had to just run it under some warm water to break the seal. This is matte. So I'm just going to try to put a little bit like sort of underneath and be gentle, gentle, gentle because it just will flake right off. So yesterday I went yard sailing. I got some really good stuff that I'm really happy about. So I'll have to do a video later to show you that. I didn't get a lot, but what I got was really good. It's a long weekend here in Canada. It's Queen Victoria's birthday is celebrated on the Monday before the 24th. So her birthday was May 24th. So this year her birthday celebration is falling on the 20th, which happens to be my mother-in-law's birthday. So I have no idea why we still celebrate this. It typically marks the beginning of growing, gardening, planting season. This year, I don't think so much. It is really too unpredictable in terms of temperature right now. We have had a weird season. Okay, I'm going to start working on the spine. So I just use a piece of file folder. That's not one that I can use. Where's one I can use? I almost hate to cut into this one. So the spine I'm not going to enlarge. I'm going to leave it this this direction. And it's about an inch wide. So what I'm measuring is just the, you can kind of see the card still in the back. I've left that in. So I'm just measuring the width of that. I'm not measuring from here to here or anything else, just the width of that card. So it was just shy of an inch, or 23 millimeters. I don't need a piece this long, but I've already cut through it. I might as well finish it. And we remember that it's 194 millimeters long. So anyway, it was a town-wide yard sale yesterday in Drayton. Wasn't a ton of people participating because, as I said, the weather has not been predictable. It was really cold yesterday, 8 degrees, I think. Maybe it got warmer in the afternoon, but okay. So I'm going to measure. I want to put 3 signatures in here. So I'm just going to measure 1, 2, and then sort of in the center. So I know these look really close together, but that's because I tend to only do maybe 6 sheets in a signature, so that this will lie flatter. Okay, so that's my 3 signature lines. Now let's find the halfway point. So the halfway point would be 9.7. Okay, so I'm going to go I'm going to go 2 centimeters on either side of that mark. Okay. I'm going to go 2 centimeters from the ends. And then sort of midway point between those 2. Okay, so I do a 6-hole stitch . That doesn't seem right. I think I mismeasured that. Sorry, is my hair in the camera again? Yeah, I mismeasured that. So it doesn't really matter, you know, if your measurements are inconsistent. You know, you're just sewing in. All right, so I got this piece of fabric. It's coffee dyed. It doesn't need to be coffee dyed. It just happens to be what I have. Glue. Glue. Look at that. It was leaking. There's bubbles in it. I don't know if this is going to work. I might have to use a different bottle. Yeah, I might have to use... Where's my other open bottle? I have 3 unopened and 2 open, and nothing is at hand. Oh, there it is. Oh, laying down. Sorry. So I want to kind of get this centered and square. Just putting that there to hold the fabric still. You can use any lightweight cotton for this. I don't know what this is that I've got. Could be anything. It's just very lightweight and neutral. Okay. Not my favorite scissors. So one of the things I got yesterday, this lady had 2 cardboard boxes full of 6x6 pads of pattern paper. She was a card maker, so most overwhelming majority of the booklets were, you know, there was pages missing and there was scraps from leftover cards and stuff, but for the most part they were at least together so that the matching papers were in the same. She had them in Ziploc bags. So I didn't see a price, so I said to her, how much do you want? Because there was a couple that I would pick, just, you know, just to have a little paper on hand. And she said, I'll give you both boxes for $10. And there had to be, I don't know, 34 or 36 booklets in there. And most of them were, their original prices were $5, $7, $8. And I said, okay, I'll take both boxes for $10. I thought that was $10 well spent. And when I got them home, I noticed on the flap of the box that she had priced them at $2 a package. So I think I did all right. She just wanted them gone. She had some stamps. She had some dies. I picked out one die. A little bird cage. Yeah, that's about it. All right. So I am going to get my pokey tool and my telephone book. Yeah, I've forgotten the word for it because nobody uses them anymore. Hang on, be right back. I got my telephone book. Okay, I have another piece of card here that I'm going to use as a template for poking my holes through my signatures. So it's exactly the same length as my spine. So I'm just gonna sort of center that there. And then I'm gonna just poke down through where the lines cross. Okay. I have a new bone folder. I don't know why I keep using this broken one. Okay, so I'm going to use a ruler to match these up. Okay, so when I do my signatures, and you've seen this 100 times, I'll put them in the phone book and then this in here and then poke it through. Okay. But before that, I want to make sure that I've done this absolutely 100% perfectly. And I know okay, so I'm going to mark a T here because that's the top, and a T here because that's the top. So just in case one of my little measurements is off, it's going to be just fine. And that tip came from Nick the Booksmith as well. So I will continue to pokey my holes. I've lost a pokey tool. I had to go to Walmart, not Walmart. I had to go to Michael's and get a new one this week because I've lost it. And now that I've bought a new one, the other one's going to turn up. I just know it. Just like I had lost my distressing sponge tool thingy a while ago, and I was using makeup brush sponges to use distress ink, and I wasn't going to buy a new one, because it was going to turn up, and then I decided, oh, I've thrown it out. It's fallen into the garbage by accident, and it's long gone to the landfill. I found it this morning. I don't even know where. I was just sorting out, clearing off my table to make room to do this video, and all of a sudden I had 3 tools after I bought 2 new ones. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so we've gotten the unfun stuff done. Got the spine prepared and reinforced. We've got this piece ready to go, and we've got the signature template ready to go. So now we have to talk about what we're going to think about for a signature for the papers. And this is always hard for me. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Now, one thing I do know for sure is I want to use some pages from the original book. I want to use the title page, and maybe the I want to use the title page, and I want to incorporate this inscription. So for the inscription, I think I'm just going to make a tag. Might as well do that now before anything untoward happens. So I'm going to glue together a couple layers of book page. I'm looking for my got this package of glue sticks at Target when I was last in the States, and I think it's great. I like it. It was cheap and it works well, and the purple goes away. I think I'll do one more layer. Oh, there was some illustrations. Maybe I'll do this one. I don't know if that's my favorite. Let me just have a quick look. I'm going to use this one. And there will be a little image. Okay. If you have any strategies for choosing papers for your books, would you let me know? Because I always have such a hard time. I'll just leave that to dry. Okay. Lid. There's the lid. Okay, so I have the title page, and this is another page that had included an illustration. So I want to incorporate these. I'm going to have to adhere them together, but I want to trim off this yucky edge here, and I'll have to go very carefully. I'd have to use scissors on some of it because the old paper is really soft and pulpy and it doesn't cut well. You just have to go very gently. And this edge was okay. So now I just want to sort of square up this. It's not perfect, but it's going to be covered by washi tape. It's really unwonderful. Okay. What will I use for washi tape? Oh, I have sort of a green with butterflies I can see. So I'm going to make sure that these are on the same line. This one's upside down. and square because I don't want them to sort of got butterflies and flowers and I don't want the washi tape to come off. So I'm going to add some glue stick to it. Come on, you. This is not an easy process. Same deal here. Whoop. The tape stuck to the glue stick. Oh, that was easy. I'll remember that. And look, it doesn't all curl up. Good job, Nance. That's pretty. It's got little hummingbirds on it. Okay, lid. So this book, it was a reference book, but it has nothing to do with gardens per se. It's a lot of stories. I mean, stories include flowers, but it's not really instructional how to grow flowers or anything like that. Okay, so this is going to be the first page of my signature, in the first signature. Look at that. 1 down, 17 to go. Alright, so I think I'm going to call that a video, because you certainly do not want to see me fuss over choosing papers, because that's a nightmare. And we will talk to you again soon.